Welcome back. All right, put it down in the ether. All right, I just want to say marriage. All right, it's different for both parties. All right, to a woman, marriage is a retirement plan for her. All right, that's when she want to settle down. She want to stop. She's want to stop all of her three foring, all of her fooling around, all of her riding the carousel, all of her hypergamies, right? All of her stuff, right? But she's still monkey branch, right? But you don't forget that, right? It's just her retirement from her wild life. But the thing is, guys, marriage, it should not be a retirement for you. Because when you're retired, right? That means you have no purpose. You just do it. You're not doing anything. You're not creating. You're just relaxing. You just stop. You're just chilling, right? Guys should never be in that kind of mindset. You should always try to be better than yourself, improve yourself, evolve yourself over time. Marriage does not stop you, all right? What happened after marriage? What happened if she take you to divorce court, right? She take you to divorce court, break up with you. What does it mean for you? Should you stop? No, you should improve yourself. Marriage should not give a man an excuse to stop chasing his dreams, to stop being perfection, to stop pursuing his greatness, all right? Men always have to grind. They always have to chase that greatness. They always have to try to be better, all right? To her, marriage is retirement, all right? But it's not retirement for you because to her, she can always still drop your ass. She can always still divorce you, all right? What happened when you stop on your grind, all right, after marriage? I mean, what happened if you get married and you stop chasing whatever you want to chase, right? And then she dump you. What happened after that? It's hard to get back on the wheel. It's hard to get the cock moving, all right? You should always chase your grind, be on your grind all the time, regardless if you're married or not, right? Guys don't retire greatness. You should always pursue it, right? What does it mean? It should give a guys a purpose in life, a pursuing, all right? Look at Tom Brady, right? He retired and he realized he got to come back because he loved his game so much. He loved his craft so much, right? A retirement does not necessarily mean an end for a man, all right? Because to a man, right, especially today, marriage come and go, right? Marriage come and go, especially in the eyes of a woman, right? To a woman, marriage is nothing. Marriage is just a contract. Marriage ends all the time in a female mindset, right? She could cut you off, not loving you, take the children, and what does that put you in? It puts you in the most vulnerable position ever, right? Now you gotta work harder because you just fell off the wheel. You're out of the game, basically. Why do you think that it's harder for a guy to get back in the game because he's out of it for a while? Because he's out of marriage, right? He's out of his hustle. He's not hustling as he once were when he was a single man, right? It's hard for him to get back on his feet. Why do you think men who got divorced, they take it was that extremely bad, right? Why do you think men have a hard time recuperating after they divorce themselves, right? After not divorce themselves, after his wife divorced him, right? So just because you're married, all right? I'm not dogging any guy who's married, whatever. I mean, I'm not for marriage at all. But if you are already in marriage or if you already married somebody, you should not stop your grind at all. Just don't stop. Just pursue your happiness. Pursue what makes you feel better, all right? Because if you do, it's gonna lead to your pitfall. It's gonna lead to your despair, all right? So yeah, it's a retirement for her. That's what she don't want to do. All her 304 stuff, all of her charades, right? All of her thing. That's when she want to be a mother. She want to get married, right? Her opportunity's running out. Her egg is running dry. She want to get married. She want to get married, have her kid, live in her fantasy, right? And once she's not happy, right, she can divorce you. You always think about that. As a married man, you always have to have the idea of divorces around the corner, all right? And you have to have a game plan after divorce. You always have to have a game plan. If you don't have a game plan, you're asked out, all right? You lose. You lose in life. You lose in the settlement. You lose in the relationship, all right? Always have a game plan. Don't elude the fact that you are married. Don't elude the fact that she's not going to divorce you, right? Because how do you know? How will you know? How will you ever know? You don't know this. That's why you have to have a backup plan. All right. So you do not retire. This is not a retirement for you. This is a sign you need to put up. You need to keep your game up even more. Right? You got to keep her happy. You got to provide more for her family. Because if you retire and you're not able to provide for your family, that's it. You have to provide for your family. All right? You can't be complacent. In marriage, is not complacent for men. In marriage, you gotta work 10 times harder. As a man, when you marry, you have more commitments, more responsibility. So it's not retirement. Retirement means that you can lay back, you can chill in the beach, drink a martini, a cocktail, whatever. No stress, right? But when you're married, you have all this stress that's come to you. When a woman is married, she's retirement. She made it. She got the bag. Right? She got bag, and that's you. Right? So you should never be complacent. It's not a retirement plan for men at all. Marriage is not a retirement plan. All right? You gotta step up your game big time. You gotta make more money. Right? When a single guy, he could live off a few much money as he can. All right? He don't need a single man don't need much to live on. Right? To be honest. Right? He don't need much because guys are not primary consumers, right? They don't need much to live on. But as soon as you made a commitment and married, right, that you're out of retirement. You're not retired at all, right? That means you have to work twice as hard, find a job that pays twice as much. Now you gotta feed all these people that's on your back, right? Your wife, your kids. It's not retirement. Retirement is death for men, right? When you die, that's retirement. That's it. You should always be on your greatness. You should always improve yourself more and more. Learn new skill, learn new knowledge, improve your mind, right? Gain resources as much as you can, right? Time is very limited. You should only retire when you have a lot of time in your hand. When you're filthy rich, right? When you made it, when you got your bag, you're a multimillionaire, billionaire, whatever it is, right? When you don't need to work, you're set for life. But if you're not set for life, right? If you're not set for life and you're married, that's not a retirement plan for you. Your goal is to be set for life before you retire, right? You have to make so much money that you made it, right? But if you are making that much money, you don't need to watch this video. This video is not for me. I mean, it's not for people that's struggling. I mean, this video is for people, the young cats out there, right? So if you're married, that means you have to struggle even more to support your family. You have to sacrifice a lot of more things. You can't be hanging around with your friends. You gotta have more ideas to get a better position in life, right? But for a woman, that's easy for her because she don't have to do much. She got you. She got you in the bag. All right. So when you get married, never elude the fact that she could always leave you because of no fault divorcing and how the divorce law is written. Right? She will always have the upper hand. Right? While you're in the marriage, you should always devise a plan. What would you do if you guys break up? How would you make her happy? How would you satisfy her? Right? Do all these stuff to provide. Right? What is your assets? How you gain more assets? How you get more residuals in your relationships? Right? How you do all this stuff to protect yourself from not being in a vulnerable position after the fact that you are married. But right now, if you're not married, just be better, right? Just try to chase whatever, right? So when you're single, you still try to chase greatness. Now, when you're married, you should always try to chase greatness. You should never stop, right? You should never stop unless you reach to a point where when it is complacent for you. Like when you're a multi-millionaire or whatever it is, right? But yeah, so a marriage is a retirement for women, but it should not be a retirement for men. Men should not be given up or should not after they get married. All right? But I see a lot of men fall into this position. They got married, they work a regular 9 to 5, and then they're just being comfortable. Next thing you know, they get fat, right? They get out of shape. Right? They don't have no motivation. Their life become a routine. They do the same thing over. Wake up, go to work. Wake up, go to work. Wake up, go to work. Instead of waking up, try to strategize better, try to get in a better position, right? try to be better, try to get a better job, try to be a better business, try to create something better. All right, but no, they fall into this rat trap routine. They think marriage is the end of their life when it shouldn't be, right? A marriage should not be the end goal, end all, be all in a man's life, right? Marriage is just like a pit stop in a guy's life, basically. It's just like when you go to when you're traveling around cross country. It's just a rest stop until you make it to your other destinations, right? Which is most likely is death. But that's what it is. Marriage is just a pit stop, right? Sooner or later, that marriage is gonna end. That pit stop gonna end. You gotta be back on the road again, right? That's what marriage is. Just because you're married, you should not retire from life. You should not stop pursuing greatness. But I know it could be more into this, but if I'm missing something, leave a comment below. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with another episode. On that note, guys, peace and blessings.